Town criers from across the globe marched into Grand Pré National Historic Site Sunday afternoon as the final day of a week-long competition took place, putting their skills and, of course, their voice to the ultimate test. Today's report takes us to Grand Pré, Nova Scotia, where behind me town criers from across the country and the world have converged here in the Annapolis Valley to compete in a week-long international town criers competition.
Welcome to Grand Pré National Historic Site and UNESCO World Heritage Site. This afternoon you will observe 19 of the top competitive town criers in the world compete for the 2017 Annapolis Valley Town Criers Competition.
Well, it's taken us about, since 2013, when the mayor of Windsor, Paul Baisley, at the time, approached Gary Long and myself and asked the question, is it possible to have a world-class international town crier competition similar to the ones that used to be held in Halifax between 1978 and 1990? We replied, yes, it is. Of course it is. But it's going to take some research. Gary, soon after, was able to enroll in a competition in Bermuda, and much of the research started with the approaching of the various municipalities, the towns, villages, and various organizations.
This was extremely significant. It brought 19 people, well, 35 people really, from around the world to the Annapolis Valley to promote the valley, for them to see the valley, and they're taking home to Australia, New Zealand, England, and Ontario, and California an impression that a lot of them have said they've never seen before, never had. The hospitality of the people and everything they've experienced here, they've never experienced anywhere else, which is a big plus for us.
One of the many international town criers that took part in this week's competition was Devlin and Jenny Hobson from the United Kingdom.
Well, we saw Gary a couple of years ago in Bermuda, and it was his first thoughts, the first beginnings of this competition, and he made a few inquiries for the criers that was at Bermuda, and we were one of them that accepted the offer. So that was the very first time we heard, and here we are.
And, this competition is kind of, stretched all week here in Nova Scotia. What has your experience been like, so far?
Well, the country is absolutely beautiful. We're having an absolute blast. We're very tired, but we've seen some wonderful places, absolutely wonderful places. Met some friendly people, eaten some fabulous food. So, yeah, we've really had a good time.
Well, we have a lot of old friends in the town crying community that we wanted to see again, and we've made some new friends, people that we haven't met before. Our criers and also just Nova Scotians, and you have a beautiful country here.
This is a world competition that happens usually every 2 years, and so this is the time, and it could happen anywhere in the English-speaking world. The last one was in New Zealand 2 years ago, and as soon as we heard there was one in Nova Scotia, we were here.
And as criers competed from all over the world, they weren't only judged by their OEAs, but several different categories that displayed their multiple talents in one presentation.
Whereas Annapolis Valley is known for apples.
From a town crier standpoint, it's on a basic level that one might expect before television, before radio, before newspapers: volume, clarity, enunciation, poise, diction, and general deportment, attitude of the crier. You've got to remember that when this profession started, it was intended to be the main media of the day. So you would have to very often deliver a message to several thousand people. And when you did that, you had to be articulate. You had to be understood by a large number of people at a large or quite a distance. So that's the importance and significance of the role. All factors are taken into consideration during a competition, and it's all real.
And what has some of the feedback been from, especially the criers that are from across the pond, if you will? What has their experience been like this week?
They can't get over the Annapolis Valley, the beauty, the hospitality of the people, We went to farm markets, we went to wineries, and they were quite amazed at the level of the class of the wines that we have here. And as I said before, the scenery and everything. I took them to the look-off, I took them to the Grand Pré look-off over here, and they're just astounded by everything that they've been seeing. Totally amazed.
And as the Annapolis Valley International Town Criers competition concludes here in Grand Pré this afternoon, town criers from across the country and the world have had an amazing week in Nova Scotia, and now they're off to Berwick to take part in a private awards ceremony before each and every one of them part ways and go home. Reporting in Grand Pré, Nova Scotia for Ian Swinimer Reports, I'm Ian Swinimer, and thanks for watching.